Hey everybody, Chris here with Will Out Hikes, and today let's talk about what's on your feet. So now that we're getting closer to having the stuff in our backpack that we're going to need backpacking, think about what you're going to wear. Now, if you're going hiking, you need hiking boots, right? Well, not necessarily. In fact, the hiking boots that your grandfather took, probably not going to be what you use now. A lot of people are using trail runners nowadays. I recently have given these a shot in the Grand Canyon to save a little bit of weight. Worked out all right for me, but gotta say, I prefer the sturdier boots, mostly low top for myself, but you're gonna find that whatever you're using is going to be comfortable and meet your needs. So you're going to shop around. Can you wear just regular tennis shoes? Depends on where you're going, how far you're going, how much you're carrying. Typically, the more weight you're carrying, the sturdier your footwear needs to be. If you're on rugged terrain, off trail, maybe you need some more ankle support. A lot of people argue whether or not you get much support, but let's take a look at some options. So recently went with some trail runners. These are New Balance, fairly inexpensive. Most people that are using trail runners nowadays, using more expensive trail runners. Hoka's are really, really popular. There's lots of different trail runners. Now the idea of a trail runner is it's basically a running shoe, but the tread, a lot more suited for out in the woods on the trails. Again, these are kind of entry level. They worked fine for me, but if I were interested in some high-end trail runners, I'd shop around. So that's one option for you. That's going to be the lighter option. Often you may run across the phrase that a pound on your feet is like 5 on your back. So heavier footwear, you're going to be more tired. I have noticed that a bit. But the trail runners that I use in the Grand Canyon, yeah, they helped. I definitely wouldn't have wanted a big old heavy high top boot, but honestly, my go-to, Merrell Moab 2s, they have the 3s out now, been looking at those. These are definitely heavier, but at the end of the day, I don't really notice so much. These are super comfortable. They're fairly inexpensive, 120, 140 bucks. That might sound like a lot to some people, but a lot cheaper than some of the brands, and they're readily available in a lot of places. I tried a lot of different hiking boots and hiking shoes, trail shoes over the years. When I found these, that was a bit of a cost adjustment for me. Most of the stuff I used before was really, really inexpensive. And it makes a difference. A lot more blisters, they fall apart. These Merrells were great. Love these. Have another pair right here. And the reason I have another pair is because I bought them online. Don't buy shoes online. I ended up spending 3 times as much because I ended up buying 3 pairs of shoes because none of them quite fit the way I needed them to, until I went into an REI, tried on several different sizes, walked around in them, and then I found the right size for me, right width for me. Then I ordered them online from another company. But so these are low tops, really, really comfortable. The tread, nice deep tread. This is going to get you around really well. It's really rugged, and it's going to hold up to a lot of weight in your pack. So you can find all kinds of brands of this style. Now, if you want something with some more ankle support, if you are going off trail, if it's super rocky terrain, and you don't have super strong ankles like myself, a high top boot may be what you want. These give more support for sure. Definitely well cushioned. Again, these are Merrell Moabs. These are the high top versions. they feel fantastic. I took these on a trip last summer because I was going off trail a lot. Made a lot of difference. A little heavier, not a ton. And if you don't want to spend a lot of money on those, got these at Big Five. You can go to different stores, shop around. You're gonna find some boots, these high tops or low tops, running shoes, whatever, for less money. These have less cushion. They have pretty good tread. This is worn out a lot because I wore these for years. Not the most comfortable. They were fairly durable. These are High Sierra. So these are like maybe $40 boots. They worked fine. I had to break them in. Got a lot of blisters in these, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. But the difference between these and these is huge. These are so comfortable. I have never had a blister as far as I can remember in these. I've used these for several years and they still got a lot of tread. So think about what you want to spend, how comfortable. You got to try them on. You have to try these on. You have to try several on. And when you try them on late in the day after you've been walking around a lot. Your feet are going to swell. Try them on with the socks you're going to wear out there. You could buy a pair of hiking shoes, hiking boots that fit perfectly in the store wearing your regular old cotton socks. That's not what you're going to wear out there. So wear the socks you're going to wear, try them on in the afternoon, and yeah, shop around. Also think about if you're wearing something like that rather than trail runner. If you're doing long days, your feet, they get hot, they get sweaty, they get sore. Sometimes it's really nice to get out of those. Once you get into camp, a pair of camp shoes is great. I've had these for, I don't know, these are Avias. I've probably had these for close to 10 years or more than 10 years. I don't know where I found them. They're one piece, they're super lightweight. I use them for stream crossings, I use them in camp. I tried some lighter shoes and they broke apart while I was in Yosemite. I tried to hold them together with a stick just for the duration of the trip. Didn't work out for me, but just find something light. Some people like Crocs, flip-flops, whatever, if that's something you want to do, especially if you're wearing boots. So those are some options. Earlier I mentioned socks. So yeah, you're going to want to wear socks with your hiking shoes or boots. Right? So what kind of socks are you going to wear? You are not going to wear cotton socks. Do not wear cotton socks.
Do not wear cotton socks.
You're going to sweat. They're going to retain water. You're going to get blisters. It's horrible. Don't wear cotton. Wool, synthetic, go to a store, look for hiking socks. Some people wear sock liners. I wear sock liners, and once I learned about sock liners, I think I have maybe gotten one blister ever since I started using those. So what's a sock liner? Let's take a look. So a sock liner is, you know, the best of them, they're like silk, but sock liner is a very thin sock, kind of like pantyhose, right? And this thin sock, super, super thin material, very, very smooth, very nice. These go on first, and then you're going to wear your other socks over them. And the idea is this is going to cut down on some of the friction that causes blisters. Again, I hiked like 82 miles on the Pacific Crest Trail several years ago, section hiking. Used these, and some hiking socks, never got one blister. It was great. Same thing on the McKenzie River Trail. In the rain, I had wet socks for 2 days, never got a blister. Not to say you can't or you won't, but sock liners, something to think about. You don't have to use them. As far as socks go, well, there's so many types of hiking socks out there. And when I find something I like, I usually forget where I got it. So these socks, they say they're weatherproof socks. I have no idea the brand. These may be REI. super comfortable. I've used these for years. They're padded, not super heavyweight. Feel great. I have so many socks. In cold weather, I've got thicker socks for up on the mountain. Again, none of these are cotton socks. One brand that's super, super popular, Darn Tough socks. These are super popular with all the YouTubers and hikers everywhere. These are just, I guess they're wonderful. They're guaranteed for life. Like, so you wear out a pair of these, you just write to the company or call the company and say, I need my socks replaced. Like, you buy a pair, it's for life. So that's cool. I tried these recently in the Grand Canyon. I did not like them at all. They fit really oddly in the front of the foot at the ankle. Maybe I'm just weird. They seem really tight. I did check the size, so that's not that I'm stupid. I mean, I may be stupid, but anyway, the idea that you can get them replaced for free is pretty cool. I may try another style, give them another shot, but not a big fan. I actually had a lot better success with these. I don't know. They just say weatherproof. They're great. I don't know where they came from. I think they're from REI. They might have been from one of the box stores. Anyway, bamboo socks, these Cabela's things. Anyway, there's tons. Some of them, there's heavy duty, there's light socks. Think about the padding in the socks. Some of these are just fantastic. Weirdly, I keep buying socks. Hikers love socks. If you're going to get something for a hiker for Christmas, get them socks. I mean, they hated it as a kid, but anyway, not cotton. Wool, synthetic blends. These are the things you're going to be looking for. If it's summertime, you're probably going to want a lighter sock. If it's the wintertime, something a little heavier. Definitely think about the liners. Take extra socks. Take socks for sleeping. It's really nice to get out of those socks and boots at the end of the day. So have a few extra pairs. Even cotton socks are fine in camp. Just don't hike in them. You don't want blisters. You're welcome. So what's the best footwear for you? I don't know. I'm not you. But if you're just starting out and you have no idea what to wear, right? Go to the stores. Go to the outdoor stores. Try some things on. Ask some questions. Probably people are going to push trail runners. Those are big right now. I guess that's fine. Except keep in mind, if you're just starting out and you don't have a lot of money, your pack's probably going to weigh a little bit more than these ultralight guys. And a heavier pack on regular tennis shoes, that's going to hurt your feet more. So something a little sturdier. Again, I love the Moabs, the Merrells. And definitely, now that I'm thinking about trail runners on some of these easier trails or well-groomed trails, that's probably the brand I want to go with as well. You just find something you like and you generally stick to it. If you got wider feet, some brands are a little better for that. Again, Merrell's has some wide-toed shoes. That's what I use. Those help a lot. I don't know what you're going to like. Are you going to want to wear boots? Are you going to wear hiking shoes, trail runners? Try some stuff out. Walk around in it. See how it feels. I can't tell you what you're going to like. I can tell you what I like. And you saw what I like. But anything's going to work for you unless you're out there with paper bags on your feet. So what else can I tell you? When trying out shoes, putting them on, you want to make sure that you've got enough room in the toe box. Yeah, it's called a toe box in a shoe, not in a sleeping bag. That's a foot box. I got it. I heard. I understand. Thanks. But you want to have enough room. So while you're wearing these shoes, kick something hard. If your toe is slamming up against the end of the shoe, you probably want a bigger shoe, because when you're going downhill on the trail, that's going to push your foot forward, and that's how people lose toenails. I know that's disgusting, right? But so make sure they're big enough. Of course, you don't want your foot slipping around in there, so not too big. Make sure your foot is not up against the front of that shoe, because yeah, you're going to lose toenails, and that's disgusting. So you want to have enough room. Again, remember, wear the socks that you're going to be hiking in. So you don't want the heel to slip a lot, so not too big, because that's going to cause blisters as well. But again, you can tighten them up if you're slipping around a little bit. So yeah. Just a couple more points to make. Breaking your shoes. Break them in, wear them for a couple of weeks at least. Just wear them everywhere. And your boots or shoes. And that's going to help you avoid blisters out there. You don't want to try on new shoes and go backpacking right away. That's not going to end well for you. So break them in. And another thing, you're going to see waterproof shoes and boots. And do you want those? You know, low top waterproof hiking shoes, they don't make a lot of sense because the water's going to go inside of them and they're going to take forever to dry out. So don't get waterproof if you're going with low tops and you're going to do stream crossings. They're going to dry out a lot faster if they're not waterproof, believe it or not. So keep that in mind. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have fun out there.